Hello, my name is Gwen, and welcome to your practice. Today we'll enjoy 30 minutes of chair yoga. So go ahead and grab yourself a blanket. Fold it a few times until it gets about this size. Then roll it up nice and tightly. Bring it in front of you and place it on the floor. The heel will be on the floor, the toes will be upward in a flex position, and we're going to relax the top of the feet into the fabric, the heels on the floor. Bring your back, nestle it into your chair. Take your hands on your lap and close those beautiful eyes. And notice how you feel from the inside out now. Notice the mind. Is it racing around or is it settled? Feel into your body. Are there any dull aches? Does it feel any deep-seated exhaustion? Or is it light, eager, ready to go? Wherever your starting point is, just notice. And we'll dive into a little pranayama, a little breath work to discover what do we have here on the inside. So the focus today will be how to tap into that internal environment. How can we wake up any places in our body that might be on automatic pilot? Is there any SMA, any sensory motor amnesia? Is there a disconnect from the muscle to the brain? And so let's just simply drop below the thinking mind now and enter through the breath. So we'll gently come into our Ujjayi breath, in through the nose and out through the nose when you're ready. After 2 cleansing breaths, go ahead and take that next inhale all the way in and up, a light little pause filled with breath, and an audible sigh. Again, inhale all the way in and up, a light little pause filled here, and a then inhale through the nose. A light little pause filled with breath here, and exhale through the nose. Notice how nasal breathing is for your body. As you breathe like this, listen. Can you hear the breath on the inside? And what does that sound like? Does it sound like an ocean sound? Like listening to a shell, an echo? As it starts to naturally slow the breath and lengthen, we dive deeply into the parasympathetic nervous system of rest and digest and allow the fight or flight to rejuvenate, restore, and recalibrate to its new normal. Feel into the back of the throat, notice the breeze. As you take that next inhale, you'll pause. As you exhale, pause. You'll inhale, drop the awareness to the base of the spine and pause. You'll exhale all the way up to the crown and pause. Inhaling, pause, exhale, pause. Feel now this sphere of energy, like a ball of energy as you pause. And then as you exhale, that energetic quality comes up to nurture and nourish the whole entire body. Bathe that internal body with awareness now through the Ujjayi breath. As you exhale, you carry that sphere of energy with a pause. And as you inhale, filling right up to the top, pause. Enjoy the pauses between breath and suspend that breath. Notice what it feels like to pause. Does it feel like you need to capture that next breath quickly? Or can you stay here forever? How about 2 more breaths just like this? As you inhale, that energetic quality nourishes that base. As you exhale, all the way up to the crown. And then 1 more. Inhale, bring that energetic quality down. Feel grounded, rooted, supported. Exhale all that energy upward. Then you'll pause and feel for a moment. Take a dive through the brow to the center of the brain. With the eyes closed, take the physical eyes and look up. You'll feel a slight little tug in the middle of the brain. You relax that effort. Breathe into that sensation. And notice how you feel. Any tight woven knots start to dissipate and loosen up. Might feel like some bands around the forehead, the temples. Maybe for you it's the back of the skull. Start to loosen as we gain this space and expand outward. We take up this valuable real estate as we start to move inward. And then drop your attention to the back of the throat as you breathe. These landmarks here to align us to our heart center. And then down into the belly. Down into the base of the spine. Notice how you feel. Take a deep inhale. And then float that awareness all the way up, up, up as you exhale. Then flutter open the eyes and let the back come away from the chair. Open up the arms for daisy. A variation of cat and cow. Go ahead and inhale. Let the chin come upward. As you exhale, you close and round that spine. Inhale, crescent shaped back bend, open up. Exhale, we close into a tight woven ball. Inhale, open way up. Exhale, round. Like the petals on a daisy, the arms can move in different directions, maybe one up, one down. As you exhale, the fingertips can come towards each other. Maybe on the other side, inhale, open way up. Exhale, we close. And how about one more? Inhale and exhale. And then rest the hands on the lap, your back into the chair. With the eyes closed, notice the effects of a little pranayama breath work and a little movement. Where is that sensation in your body? Can you feel into the center of the brain, to the shoulders, through the back, downward to the sit bones, from the sit bones to the knees, and from the knees downward to the heels, to the toes. Go ahead and take the blanket away and place your feet now flat on the floor. Let the toes dance a wee bit, a tap, tap, tap with both feet. Leave the heels where they are and tap the toes outward and then inward, both feet. Tap them out and then in. And then tap them in one direction and then the other. Out, one direction, and then the other. They might start to fatigue, and then pause. Feel for a moment from the big toe to the baby toe, up through the shin to the knee, through the upper leg to the sit bones. Notice how that feels as we start to enliven and move into this part of the body. Then leave the toes down and stomp the heels. Make plenty of noise. Let the heels come out and bounce them back inward. Outward and then inward. Then over to one side, over to the other while the toes remain down. Heels float out, then they float to the other side, and then pause. Notice the effects in the feet. Feel and sense the lower leg to the knee, a vibration of some sorts in the knee. The upper leg, notice the quality to the sit bones. We're going to come in to some standing balances now. So go ahead and stand up and come to the back of your chair. Lift one foot just barely off the mat. You can look at nothing at all, or the eyes can be closed as you do so. Notice how the body sways, or does it stay rigid and still? Feel the knees bend one and then the other. Notice the ankle, if you can point the toes down a wee bit. And then pause. Take one foot right out to the side. Plant it. Bring all your weight into it and reach high up. Leave the back toe on the mat and then go ahead and come back. Two more just like that. One foot will come out. You'll reach in the middle this time, nice and long. Feel how long you can get, and then go ahead and bring it back. Again, step out, reach low, and then come on back. Close the eyes, fingertips on the back of the chair. Feel the effects of that side. All the way from the middle of the brain to the shoulder, downward through the leg to the foot. Let's go ahead and come over to the other side. Foot comes out. Bring your weight into it and reach nice and long from that back toe to the fingertips. and then come on back in. Again, foot plants. Go ahead and reach nice and long from that back toe to the fingertips, and then you come back. Foot comes out, reach low. Notice what it's like to reach, and then come all the way back. Plant that foot, close the eyes. Witness from the inside out the effects. Take a deep breath and notice both sides, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, leg to leg, from one foot to the other. Beautiful. And then go ahead and bring one hand into the chair, standing leg closest to the chair. Bend the outer knee and then straighten it. Notice what happens when you bend that outer knee. Do you collapse into that standing hip, that leg hip? Does it sway out? So this next one, bring all your awareness into that leg, grow nice and tall through that area. Bend that outer knee and then lift. Bring it forward and back, forward and back. And then start to swipe like we're taking sand off of our feet. A nice flow called sand off of our feet here. Swipe the big toe edge, the baby toe edge, the top of the foot to the shin, through to the knee. Take your time, feel and notice, and then come through the back now. Sweep both sides, the baby toe edge of the heel, the back of the heel all the way up to the back of the knee. And then when you're ready, you plant that foot, face the back of the chair, and notice the effects, eyes closed. Come into a body scan here. So this is mountain pose, Tadasana. We scan our body now as we float forward to our toes, to our heels, from one edge of the foot to the other. Notice what you notice, the vibration of some sorts. And one more breath, just like that. Feel your center. And then we'll come on over to the other side. Standing leg closest to the chair. Bend that outer knee. Notice if you collapse into that standing leg hip. 2 or 3 times just to witness what is taking place in automatic pilot here. And let's deliberately come into it now. Feel the lengthening coming through that standing leg all the way up, up, up. And then bend the outer knee, lift, sweep it forward and back, forward and back. And then start to take the sand off the feet. Feel and sense your balance. You can look down through the bridge of your nose at nothing at all, or close the eyes. And then maybe the baby toe edge. Feel and sense the standing leg working very hard here. And then go ahead and bring it through the back. So maybe the baby toe edge of the heel. From the heel up the calf to the back of the knee. The whole width of that calf. Might be very sticky sand. And then go ahead and plant that foot. From here, face the back of the chair, close the eyes, and witness once again. You'll gently rock to the toes, to the heels, from one edge of the feet to the other. Find that core line. Let's come through our landmarks now. You'll gently bring your awareness to the base of the spine, up into the belly. the heart to the back of the throat, to the middle of the brain, all the way up. Feel that lengthening. And then one more breath, just like that, as you observe. The body will absorb. Ah. And let's come into another standing balance. Ardhva Chandrasana. So half moon pose. Face your chair where you sit. And then you can walk all the way up to the chair until you connect with the shins. Walk your hands down the thighs, hands onto the seat. We'll start with the right foot. So leave the right foot in the center of the chair. And the right hand on the right side of the chair. So on the it'd be closer to the baby toe edge of that foot. From here, walk the right foot, just drag it until you can see the ankle. And then take the left foot back. Plant the heel so that the toes are coming now pointing to the long side of your mat. From here, with both hands rooted onto the chair, press into them. A little lift of that back foot with an open hip. And then you'll lower. And then again. That back foot will come upward. Maybe the back hand on the hip. And then you'll lower. One more here. That back foot will come up. That hand can come all the way up. You can reach up and look down. Feel the head pointing. The bottom hand reaching down, pressing, and that top hand reaching upward. The back leg extension of the spine. Go ahead and take one more breath, taking up plenty of space here. And then let yourself return. Bring that back leg to start. We'll come all the way to the other side. So you'll take the left foot in the center of the chair. Left hand off to the left side of the chair. Step the right foot back and plant the heel. The toes will be in the direction of the long side of your mat. Both hands on the seat. Bring some weight into them. And then lift that back leg upward. It'll be different for every body. And then downward. You'll bring it up, open up those hips. The hand can be on the top, and then you'll lower. This next one, you can bring it all the way up and maybe the hand up while you look down. Reach down through that bottom hand, rooted and planted. Feel that bottom leg, rooted and planted. Notice the extension of the spine through that back top leg. Reach up. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come on all the way back to start. Walk the feet up to the chair. We're going to come and sit in the chair now. We'll bring the blanket on our lap, lower belly, plant the feet, and let your hands rest on your lap now. Take a deep breath in. And notice the effects of half moon, standing balance. For some bodies that might have been a little scary. And for some it might have been a little restorative. Maybe you're used to doing that pose with the head facing down on the floor. Standing balance with the hand on the floor instead of a chair. So notice how you feel. Feel the vibration through the shoulder to shoulder, a lot going on there. to the middle of the brain. Relax through the jaw. Let it slacken. And gently float through the shoulders as they start to drape a little more. And down through the sit bones. Notice how you feel. And then go ahead and sit up for just a brief moment here and come all the way forward. From here, take the blanket off to your side. And then lift your right leg up and hop your left one underneath. Then go ahead and bring the hands up and come over to that right side. The back hand can hang on to the chair or hang out in the back of the chair. Look over that back shoulder. You'll inhale, feel the sit bones anchor down, nice and full. Both sit bones anchor. Breathe fluidly here as you witness this height of the spine, nice and tall through the palate. You'll take a deep inhale. Keep this shape, and as you exhale, float the chin over to the other shoulder. Down to the heart center. And all the way back to that back shoulder. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, chin to chest, keep this shape. Bring it all the way to the front. Then unravel. Take that top leg up, hop the bottom one out, bring the right one close to the floor, let it go. Other side. Bring the left one up. Hop, hop, hop underneath. And like China, bring that top one. So now the left is on the top, arms come up, take a deep breath, feel the height, and then spin the body over to the other side. Take a deep breath and feel that height, that elongation through the spine, through the palate, through the crown. Take a few breaths looking backward, whatever that means for your body. Take a deep inhale, look back. As you exhale, look forward. Take a deep inhale there. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look back. Exhale, chin to chest. Look over the other shoulder. And then unravel. Carry the foot up. This is one of my favorite parts. And then hop it back like a sack of potatoes. Bring it close to the floor. Let it drop. And then go ahead and bring the blanket back onto the lap, back onto the belly. Helps to stimulate that relaxation response. Notice how you feel now. Connect to that inner grin. Feel what it's like to wring out the shoulders, the neck. Possibly feel that wringing out quality in the middle of the brain, back of the skull. All the way down through the torso. All the way through the legs to the toes. Relax through the jaw. Let the body soften now. Your doing is done. Let go of control of the muscles here. The breath. Let the body breathe you now. Feel that ease that you cultivated in your body through your presence. Fully moved in now. One more breath. Exhale it all out. Beautiful. Let the palms come together. Feel that warmth of appreciation towards yourself for simply showing up. Thumbs at the sternum with a press of support. Take a deep breath into that support and a light little bow. Let's pour this yummy goodness out beyond these walls as loving kindness to all, to our family, to the community, to the world. Namaste. And thank you for your practice.